We're going to start off painting this scarecrow by using Waverly chalk paint in the color Sandstone. We're going to apply that with a baby wipe, and it's going to give us that faux stain look. And you see the shiplap lines on these rounds are etched in there, so it's going to give us that good detail to look like the shiplap board. So we're just using the baby wipe to apply the paint. You can put this on as heavy or as light as you want. I still want to see a good bit of that wood grain through there and just give her a little bit of a kind of a pale color face, little neutral on the background, because we're going to give her some bright pops of color. Welcome to the Tricks and Treats of Fall with a Common Canvas Artist collaboration. We're excited that you are joining us, and I hope that you will let the whole playlist play through and check out each of the artists that have prepared something especially for you today, whatever day you choose to watch this on. And be sure and drop some comments and do some thumbs up and show some love. It means so very much to each and every one of us. So we're going to do another light coat because we do want it to have some color, just not a whole lot. And you can see that we can still see that wood grain through there. That's the beauty of working with wood, and why I love it so much is that those striations in the wood are just really, really pretty. So we're going to clean off our hands, and then I'm just using a weeding tool, and then all you have to do, because of the way those lines are etched in there, just pull that down through there and that cleans it right up. Makes those lines pop again. See how easy peasy that is. You don't have to have a weeding tool. You can use a straight pen or a paper clip or anything with a pointy end. Just be sure not to cut yourself or stick yourself with whatever object you do choose. So just going to put a little bit of the air dryer here so I can see if that's going to be how I want it to be, and I think we're happy with it, and we're going to move on and start painting her hat. So we're going to, once again, we're going to use some chalk paint in this pink color to do the base of her hat, and then we're going to come back after this part and we're going to paint some fun polka dots. So we're just going to use our sponge brush on this, just get a quick coverage because she's going to have a few things on there to decorate it. Plus we're going to add those polka dots. So don't need a whole bunch of coverage. I think this chalk paint is actually by Folk Art, and I don't remember the name of it, but I can put that down in the description, or if you want a specific color, you can just put a comment and I'll be sure and come back and answer that for you. We do sell these blanks both on our website and in our Etsy shop. Now it's time to add our fun polka dots. We're using Apple Barrel brand, and this is the color Lime Tree. It's a really bright, pretty green, lime green chartreuse color, and it just pops on that pink. I'm using a pouncer sponge that this probably came from either Michael's or Joann's, and it's probably about 1.5 inches or so. You can use any kind. You can also do your polka dots with a paintbrush as well. But I do like using the pouncers, and it even gives that fun little part in the center that looks like it's intentional. It just brings out the background color pops through, and you'll see later on in the video I do go back in and touch that up a bit. I don't leave it like that, but it does look good like that as well. I had considered putting a different color there in the center, and then changed my mind at the last minute, because that's what we do when we're creating, right? We just sometimes the plan changes. Just trust the process and be sure that you're taking time to be creative and to just get your paints and your brushes or your markers or whatever medium you like to work with. Get those out and just paint and just create. It's a very healing thing. It's a very comfortable thing to do once you start it. I talk about often healing hearts through art, and we're created in the image of the ultimate creator, so we're all creatives. Now it's time to paint the face, and look at this handy little trick. If you take your makeup sponges, cut them in half, and you use those little pink clips, these came from the Dollar Tree, and you can cut your sponges in half and they go a long way, and then you can see that kind of acts like a paintbrush handle, so you can paint your little heart away and not get paint all over your hands. But painted hands are happy hands, right? So we're going to keep painting all of the pieces that make up her cute little face. And as you see, we are going to continue to use the makeup sponges. Just get a little bit of paint on there and dab off the excess. You don't want it to be too slopping wet because it does ooze over the sides and makes it a little bit messy. And you want to keep those sides as clean as possible. It don't have to be perfect though. This is your project and you paint it the best way you can. You can paint these pieces with paintbrushes as well. You can also use markers or pretty much anything that has color to it. You can use it. You can use paint markers, regular markers, watercolors. The possibilities are endless. And the thing I like about the makeup sponges is you don't use as much paint. You get pretty good coverage. See, I had too much on my sponge there and I had to clean it up. But you get really good coverage and you don't have to take as much paint, and it's just a quicker process. Normally I put down a piece of tape to hold my pieces in place, but I have double-sided adhesive on the back of these so I don't have to use glue, and you'll see how we do that when we get to the assembly part. So with that backer on there, it will not stick to the tape to hold it in place, so you just kind of have to use your fingers. Let's see, now we're going to paint the rest of the nose and her little cute little eyelashes and get this finished up. I love all the bright colors, and when you see how we're going to put her together, I think you're going to be happy with the result as well. So tell me down in the comments, are you more of a traditional fall kind of decorator, or do you like all of the fun pops of color and the bright pinks and greens and blues that we're using here? I know the pink trend is pretty on point right now, all the neon, and as you can see in my shirt and my watch band there, neon pink is my favorite neutral color. So we're just going to finish up these little pieces and it'll be time to assemble. We want to thank you from A Common Canvas. Please be sure and watch all the way through the playlist and give some thumbs up and some comments just to encourage each and every one of these ladies. Such a great group of talent. Right, now it is time to put her together. Look how cute she is. I love the sandstone. That light neutral background just helps her bright colors pop. And as you can see here, I'm peeling off the backer of that double-sided adhesive. And it just makes a really quick assembly, and you don't have to use glue on those small little pieces, and it's a permanent adhesive. Once you put it down, it's just like using the super glue or the CA glue. You don't have a lot of wiggle room a lot of time, but once you peel that white protective part off and you put it down, it's down. It's going to stay put and it's not going to come off. That's one of the tips and tricks of the trade. Got her little eyebrows and all the little pieces. So this has been the tricks and treats of fall, brought to you once again by A Common Canvas, an artist collaboration. We'll be doing these monthly with different themes, and we do hope that you follow and subscribe to each page and come back and visit again. Put down any questions or anything we can help you with. I know I speak for myself, and I'm sure I speak for the others, that we are all happy to help any way that we can to help you with getting your creative juices flowing. Nothing really tricky about this cute little girl, though, is it? It's all treats with this. And it kind of reminds me of like Candyland, right? All the bright colors. She's just so cute. Almost finished putting her little patches on there, and the reason the patches are laying in those places is we're going to add her a bow at the end as well. So now we got to pull that hat up and get our glue on there so we can get the hat placed, and then she's almost finished. See how quickly and easily she came together, and just, I mean, come on, y'all. How stinking cute is she? Now we need a name. Give us some suggestions for names. You can put that down in the comments, and you can find the link in the description of where you can purchase a blank kit so you can paint one of your very own, or I'm happy to paint one for you. Have a great day.